In a world containing nothing other than a parkour helix and a spawn platform, one man has an inexplicable desire to jump. Will he make it to the top of the parkour helix, not spiral, or will he fall into the void?
What's the difference between a parkour helix and a parkour spiral? Apparently a parkour helix is more square. Let's do some parkour. I've made it to checkpoint number 1. I'm so good at things. This thing has a lot of levels. I haven't done one of these sorts of maps in a little while, so I'm a little bit concerned. Also, I'm having difficulty figuring out what my first move is here, and that doesn't seem like a good thing. Should I be? Okay, we don't want to go into the water. Oh. We go on top of the fence, right? We got to do a little loop-de-loop around and then get on there. It's okay. It's been a while, a little bit rusty. So we've now learned that we cannot go in the water. I think that jump is a little bit too far, so we got to figure out something else. What to do? Where to go? Is there something over? Oh, I see something over here. Got to think outside the blocks on this one. I am a little out of practice. Oh God, we have a timer over on the side as well. I feel like it's more about actually just trying to figure out the pathing than it is actually making the jumps, he says, as he doesn't make the jump. Sometimes it's not immediately noticeable where you have to actually go. Is this? Oh, I can make it up there. Oh, that's so sick. Ooh, boy, I thought I was not gonna make that. Let's go, let's keep it almost stepped in lava. I'm actually recording this before Minecraft Champs. I feel like I always end up talking about Minecraft Championship when it comes to parkour videos, but it's on my mind. And I know that by the time this goes up, MCC will have happened. Okay, out the back, over the void. We don't want to fall into the void. That would be bad. That is exactly in the intro what it said. One man will try not to fall into the void. Water doesn't count. Hopefully this will be some good practice for me to do well in MCC. Mostly Ace Race and Parkour Tag. New map for Parkour Tag. I don't know if it's bad to be talking about something that will have already happened by the time this video goes up, but I don't know the outcome right now. You'll be like, all right, I already know the outcome. I already know how it went. On the plus side, the expectations are low. And in general, I am a big fan of low expectations in life because it means it's very hard to disappoint, right? If everybody thinks you're gonna do super well, then like all you can really do is disappoint. On the other, oh, there's slime under there, isn't there? On the other hand, if everyone thinks you're gonna do poorly and you do better than that, then, cross over with the slime again, then you're great. It's like there's a lot more upside potential than there is downside potential. So something you gotta think about. It's a good life lesson in general. I feel like I learned it most from my dad. He always would be like negative, not in like a sad, disappointed way, but he would always say things that would make it seem like, you know, he's leaving the potential for something not to work out or not to happen. It's a life lesson to live by, at least for me. Not to be overly pessimistic, but if you always expect something not to work out, then you're more excited when it does. That's how I always try to approach MCC, but especially in this case, because you look at the prediction threads, and generally most of the people commenting have put us in like the bottom. So I'm like, all right, this is good. This is my time to shine. Also, like, I wonder if because there's not that much pressure, I'll feel more inclined to take risks and it'll actually kind of have the opposite effect. When you don't feel pressured because there's no expectations on you, you're more willing to take risks that might actually be within your skill set that then pay off that you would otherwise be too worried to do. Honestly, I think that's an issue that I face in most of the Minecraft tournaments, is that I just need to actually be more willing to take risks that I think they're within my means. Like, I should just try to hit someone in a PvP game rather than shying away. I should actually kind of go for it or something like that. Then the whole chat is like, you should just attack. Stop running away. Stop trying to turtle. Actually do something. We don't want to watch you hide inside of a cave forever. Well, maybe I'm scared and a pacifist. I'm not very violent, as evidenced by to get to the other side. I'll still never punch anyone. Even if there's no pressure on us, I'm still not going to be punching anyone and to get to the other side. Do I need to get up on the tree? I think I need to get on the tree. Yeah, right? That's gonna, oh yeah, that's gonna get me on top. There we go. Anything, oh! Dude, I love it when a parkour map is interactive. You can actually move the pieces around. That's so cool, dude. Also, dude, we're just flowing through this. And you know, I was talking about how I didn't think I'd be able to figure out the path. And lo and behold, it's happening naturally because I'm not even really thinking about it. Maybe that's the key, right? Just don't even think about things. Wait, is there gonna be barriers or can I just jump to that? I'm gonna just jump over to there in case. Figured maybe there was an invisible wall that was gonna not let us up. And then I would be very disappointed. Still going up, still going up, still going up. How much higher do we have? Probably pretty high. I guess I gotta go down. All right, Swick. We going, we moving, we zooming. Am I going there? Yes, let's go. Oh God, I don't know why I did that. You ever get that where you're like doing something and then your brain kind of forgets where you're trying to go right in the middle of it? Yeah, that's what happened there. But it's okay. We're back on track. Hey, by the way, have I mentioned the sponsor of this video? I don't think I did. What I always end up doing when I'm recording the dramatic intros that I try to do now is I always forget to mention, also check out our sponsor, the like button. You should also check out our other sponsor, Astro Gaming Headsets. If you check the link in the description of the video, that link will get you 5% off anything on the Astro website, including the George GT A40s, which are very slick. I've been using A40s for a super long time, and they're highly recommended. You'll probably like them. Oh, sneaky little cave, I see you. So if you're ever in the market for a headset, check it out. Or, you know, if you don't go through the link, you just go directly to the website, you can use code CaptainSparklez at checkout, and you'll be able to get them. And they're pretty cool. You're kidding me. Okay, we're just gonna zoom. Now I have no patience, and it's gonna ruin me. Mother trucker! It's fine, because I do like the salmon ladder, right? The MCC salmon ladder. What are you talking about? What is happening? I will not have it. Okay, thank you. I have to still make some more jumps before the next checkpoint. Thank goodness that I have made it. Oh, hey, you know what? I should give you guys a little bit of an update about the experiment. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, I mean, I did title the last video that this video will self-destruct after 24 hours. So if you didn't watch it in the first 24 hours, maybe you thought you could call my bluff, but I mean, it actually did expire after 24 hours. So now you're like, what was that video about? Well, don't worry. This video is not gonna expire in the first 24 hours. So, a little update. First off, appreciate everyone who went over and subscribed to the Sparkly Pants channel. We got a pretty good sample size. It was about 50,000 subscribers before the video went up the next day. It's only a couple days after the video went up, but the interesting thing is, so it got, God dang it, it got about a 1-to-1 sub to view ratio in the first 24 hours, but overnight, it got a little bit of a boost, right? So I'm never gonna get this. The trajectory, rather than it normally being like on this channel when I post a video, usually it's like a logarithmic curve. It's kind of like this, right? It's kind of like it just goes up and then it really tapers off after the first day. On this one, all of a sudden over the first, or I should say the second night, it was like this, but then it went back up, right? Because of suggested videos. You know, on to something maybe. And now it's currently sitting at like 80 some odd thousand. We'll see where it's at by the time this video goes up. If you check on the Sparkly Pants channel, maybe it's higher, or maybe it has not gotten any additional boosts from there. But that sign is nice. Also, I'm totally doing the wrong thing now. I just realized I should be jumping to the left, shouldn't I? Rather than doing this wonky ladder jump, yeah? Yeah, don't... He did the very thing he was supposed to not do in the intro. That said, it's an interesting first step in our experiment, right? We got like good click-through rates, good watch time, and so YouTube obviously, to an extent, decided, okay, I guess we'll like try showing this to some more people who are, you know, outside of the subscriber base of the channel, because the metrics look very good, because obviously the subscribers are very active, given that they all came over in 24 hours from a video that went up on the main channel. As per a lot of requests from people in the comments on the video, this video will expire in 24 hours. No matter how the whole thing turns out, I'm gonna do like a little recap video, an experiment post-mortem, and kind of go over what I discovered. Also though, I was talking with someone else, and they suggested that possibly like YouTube might compare your videos to other videos that you have also posted. So like it compares your videos to yourself, right? And so it's almost like you have to keep one-upping yourself in order for YouTube to keep recommending, which was something I hadn't considered before, but also makes it so that would be bad on the new channel, because it would start off at its strongest, and then it's likely that it would have more of a fall off than an acceleration in terms of comparing the videos to themselves. So we'll see. There's a part of me that hopes that's not as significant a factor as it comparing your videos metrics to like others across the site and finding things that are above the average and recommending those. But it is something I hadn't considered, and well, we'll see how much it plays a role. It's off to an interesting start. And what I am probably gonna end up doing, because I don't, like the experiment doesn't work after one video goes up. It's not a one and done. I literally went backwards. I could have just thrown myself off the side and been further along. Cool. It's not a one and done thing, right? I don't think it works to just post one video on this new channel, especially after it had that little uptick on the second night. It doesn't work to just post one video and then be like, all right, experiment is done. No, you got to kind of keep at it. So the plan is, I'm probably gonna like do some alternating videos for a little bit, and just so that a few more can go up on that channel. I'm not gonna do too much in the way of like, you know, trying to push people to it and keep mentioning, because I think the amount of subscribers who the channel currently has right now is like it's a good starting point to where if I keep posting more videos, we'll see if it actually kind of accelerates things a little bit. But I'm just mentioning it once more for those of you here, maybe if you didn't click on the last video, or if you missed it before it was self-destructed. Wait, have I been here? I've been here before, haven't I? I think I've been here before. Did I just go backwards? Oh, I didn't just go backwards. Pretty sure I just went backwards. I'll link it in the description. Once again, it's the Sparkly Pants channel. Yeah, I was supposed to go there, wasn't I? And like I said, just probably doing some, oh God, I was supposed to go there. Got it. One video here, one video there for, you know, however long until I feel like I've gotten enough data to decide if how the experiment has played out, really. I'm committed to seeing the experiment through, especially after the first video is, you know, it's seen some interesting activity on it. But yeah, I'll keep you in the loop, and I'm excited to do it just because I don't know where it's gonna go. And I don't know, that little element of uncertainty in doing an experiment, it's exciting to me. It's interesting to me. What the frick is this? This isn't parkour. Am I supposed to jump in there and like do things? What? Oh, it's barrier blocks. Oh, it must be like different barrier blocks are on different elevation, I bet. So I gotta like stick to the blues and then maybe move to the yellows. Yeah, or the greens. I don't know if yellow or green is next. So we'll have to kind of experiment. Is yellow next? Nope. How do I figure out which elevation I can jump on? No. I can't tell if I'm just not making the jump, like over 2 up 1, or if I'm just jumping to the wrong thing. Oh, you know what? I bet you the yellows are the highest, and that we jump off the yellow onto there. So I bet you it's green, green, red, red, yellow, yellow. Yeah. Ah, there we go. We got it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. We going higher and okay. Got it. And yeah. Anyway, the reason why I don't want to keep pushing the Sparkly Pants channel, and I'm kind of good with just where it's at now, is because, again, the whole idea is hopefully only people who are subscribing to that channel are interested in the normal videos. I guess that means if you're watching this at this point, if you've made it this far into this video and you're still watching, it probably is, because it's the same videos basically here and there. It's things that I'd be posting on this channel going up on there as part of the experiment. And so you're probably the right person. So feel free to check it out. It's an exclusive club of people who, you know, enjoy these videos as opposed to just subscribing because I've been like, yo, just subscribe to the channel. Just do it. Hopefully just genuine interest only. I think I'm going backwards, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go from here. Am I going there? I'm not going there. What am I doing? Why do I not see what to do? Is this something off the side? Nope, there's nothing off the side. What am I doing? Am I supposed to jump into the pit? It's the only thing I can think of. I'm probably supposed to jump into the pit. Oh, see, I saw the string down here, and I thought that meant that it was just gonna reset me. Yeah, no, there's things I can do. Got it. There's things I can do. Cool. I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. Maybe because I didn't want to go backwards and just like fall out of the world. But here we are. Am I going that way? Where am I going? Am I jumping in? I don't know where I'm jumping from here. I could have gone up the water probably. Do I go on that side? Oh, you know, wait. I think I have to get to the other do I do a strafe jump? I don't want to like force this, but I don't know what it wants from me. God, this took a turn all of a sudden. Where am I going? Oh wait, inside the house? Oh yeah, that would explain it. Got it. Okay, then over to here. Right. Okay, we had to do a little bit of focus on that. A little bit of focus. Oh, now I bet you we're going backwards. You love doing the callbacks. You love connecting the earlier parts of the map together. Yeah, no, I see how it is. Wait, are we going around here? Yes, we are. Sometimes I do make the connection. Other times, oh, can I make that jump? Can I? Yeah, that's what I like. That's much better, thank you. But work smart, not hard. That's what I always say. I definitely created that phrase, not somebody who was much, much smarter and worked much less hard, maybe? Or did they work hard? Maybe they worked hard, actually, and then at the end of everything, they were like, you know, I should have worked smarter, not harder, and that's when they came up with that saying, because they wish they didn't work as hard. Okay, I feel like I'm a little bit more elevated versus where we were before. I think we might be getting close to the top. I see the prismarine, and for some reason, prismarine always seems to be like, I don't know, a mark used to signify that you're getting to the end of one of these things, or maybe not, and maybe I'm just completely remembering and changing things up. I've never misremembered things just because it suits the point that I'm trying to prove. Nobody has ever done that. A little bit of Jerry's Tree parkour here, let's go! DAE, remember Jerry's Tree? I feel like a lot of people remember Jerry's Tree. It's like the majority of my Twitch messages for those of you who've ever watched the streams at twitch.tv/CaptainSparklez. If we had a little lot of what the most common words are in resub and bit notifications, I think I've been and watching are the highest ones in the word cloud. And Jerry's Tree is, I think, one of the common ones, like I've been watching since Jerry, or I've been watching since Jerry's Tree. I asked a while back for people in chat who, like, you know, they go on other streams from people who are also old boomers like myself. I'm like, is this a common thing, or am I hit in a very lopsided way by the I've been watching since such and such? And I was 13 when I started watching you, and now I've graduated university. I'm having my first kid, and I'm like, whew. All right. And then they're like, it's cool because now my kid will watch you and we're multi-generational. So that's exciting. I'm just looking forward to the first like triple multi-generational, whenever that's going to happen. Like someone who started watching me, then they had a kid, and then that kid grows up, has a kid, and I'm still making content, and then the grandkid watches, and then they have family viewing sessions. One can dream, right? I feel like after 20 years, 10 more years from now, there is a chance of a triple generation watching the videos. There's a chance. Which way am I going? Maybe to that? Am I doing that? Can I make it? I can make that jump. Let's go. Wouldn't that be crazy to think about? What would be more crazy to think about is that really how old I would be at that point, because at that point I would be 39, going on 40. Let's go. I'm so excited. It's okay, I don't mean to make other people feel old, because I know there are people who are older than me who watch, And I also get messages from them being like, yo, you're not old. If you think you feel old, why do you think I feel? And then obviously like, oh man, I had lunch with my mom, and she was just like, oh my God, how the time has flown. How are you as old as you are? Oh God, no, I've jumped in. We're safe. Obviously at the same time, you can't be like, yeah, look how old you've gotten too. But you know, I think for her age, she's looking pretty good. So yeah, wait, am I going in here? I'm going in here, new checkpoint. With your parents, it's like two things at the same time. On one hand, they're like, oh, you've gotten so old. But on the other hand, they're like, oh, you're still so young. Because they're comparing it to like their age, but also at the same time, how old, you know, you were as a kid when they have fond memories of you growing up and stuff like that. So you're both, it's the Schrodinger's age. You are both young and old at the same time. I feel like that actually applies almost no matter what age you are. Like you turn 1, you've hit your first birthday, and they're probably like, oh my God, you're so old, but also really young because you're literally an infant baby. But you're so old too. I remember when you were just birthed, and now you're just a baby, but not just birthed. So, all right, it's got to be a highly targeted slime jump right here. Okay, here we go. Does he make it? Yes, he makes it. We're getting close. I think it's like still 2 more wraps around, but I think we're further along. Okay, can you do it? Good, great. I always try to like time the tempo, the rhythm of the cactus, and I feel like I never actually do it properly. As evidenced by that, I feel like doing it quickly is probably the best way, because you'll get that tick of damage off, right? Oh, frick, I'm not going back to that cactus. Get the tick of damage, and then you have that downtime between that and the next tick of damage, and that's when you want to do your next jump. So it's better to just zoom it. Yep. It's better to just be zoomy about the whole thing. Okay. Ooh, look at that copper. Anybody else looking forward to Minecraft 1.18? Even though copper is already in Minecraft 1.17. It's weird though. Okay, here's the way I think of 1.17 is it feels like it's a snapshot that's been released, but as an official version. That's kind of how it feels to me, and I'm not sure if anyone else kind of gets that same impression, because obviously in the beginning it was going to be the Caves and Cliffs update, right? And so, you know, you were going to get the Caves and Cliffs with 1.17. That now not being the case, yeah, Drip Leaf Parkour, let's go. It just feels like we're playing kind of on it's a polished snapshot, relatively stable, bug-free, but it's got the lush cave blocks in it. It's got the drip leaf and stuff like that. But the biomes where they're like existing and stuff, and the terrain gen that, god dang it, don't, no. All that stuff isn't in. So it's like we have the things, but we don't have the full where they are supposed to originate from. And so I see things like the copper and the drip leaf and, you know, the lush cave blocks and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you know, these are pretty cool snapshot things. Oh wait, oh no, this actually is like, this is the full release version. Oh, what am I doing on this? It is cool though that there's like mods that actually you can go to the Deep Dark, and I'm sure the Deep Dark in the mods is different than the Deep Dark how it's actually going to be implemented and stuff like that, but it's still pretty cool that people have tried to, like, you know, fill in the gaps, and you can load the Deep Dark mod with the 1.18 terrain generation snapshots, or I should say pre-snapshots, because they're not even at snapshot form yet. And you almost get the full experience right now. Yes, we're going up a vine here. People made some pretty cool workarounds to the whole thing, I gotta say. I gotta give cred there, at least. Okay, we can do this, right? Yes, let's go. We're at the end! But there's still so much more to go. Wait, is there? Oh my god, there's even a finale where you have to jump on the glass after you've done the entire helix. Just thinking about this being a helix versus a spiral and thinking to myself, so my DNA is apparently square. All the images that you see in science, biology textbooks, yada yada, they're wrong. DNA, very square. We all actually have Minecraft Steve DNA. It's a little known fact. they don't like to teach you in school because it would change your entire perspective of the whole world. But as you may know, I passed AP Biology by doodling on the test. Still one of my proudest accomplishments in life. We do in fact have square DNA. Yes, let's go. I know you've heard me say it before a million times, but can I just say it again? How proud I am that I managed to pass AP Biology, which is, for those of you not in the US, it's like the advanced class. They're called advanced placement. That's what AP stands for. They give you like the weighted grades and stuff when you're applying to universities, that sort of deal. But you're graded on the test between like a 3 and a 5. Oh, it's gonna be a, wait. Oh, I have to make it before the signal goes all the way, don't I? Anyway, you're graded between a 3 and a 5, and a 3 is a pass. Obviously, a 4 and a 5 are a pass, so it's just you have to get... Oh, okay, that's what's happening. The door opens. I literally drew random pictures in response to the essay questions. Our teacher was so bad, I genuinely had no idea, like, anything at all. I really didn't. It was really sad. I wanted to know things in the class, and like the teacher, I don't know if she had taught biology before, if it was her first time, or if it was just that she hadn't taught the AP biology and she was in the general biology class generally, but it was just so bad. And then somehow I managed to, can you imagine trying to read through hundreds of high school essay question responses and how fatigued you would get doing that? It's like, it's something I feel like I empathize more with now versus when I was in school and I was the one writing the essays. But oh my God, it would just be so bad. I'm sorry, you watching this, if you're in school, you might be a terrific writer, but for every one of you being a terrific writer who, okay, ow, maybe the teacher would be like, oh, you know what, this is kind of insightful. There's a bunch of others that are not good. Even if the person is trying, it's just not good. And you know, after you read through 100 of those trying to grade the test, it probably, God dang it, probably gets a little bit old. And maybe they're just like, yeah, sure, this is fine, I give up. Yeah, you're good. Please stop being on fire. And the reverse. And the reverse. Perfect. And so yeah, I just feel like I got really lucky with whoever was grading my test. Just being super done with the whole thing. Like, why did I sign up to do this? Oh God, do I really actually have to read essay questions from hundreds of high schoolers? This is awful. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'll just give them 3s because it's nice to them. At least they pass. And also, but it's middle of the pack, right? So I'm not like rewarding them. I'm not giving them huge marks for something that's probably not great. But I'm also not failing them just because I'm bored and don't want to put in the effort. Is probably what happened. I appreciate them for it. If I had tried really hard and I knew my stuff, I'd probably be annoyed because I'd be like, dude, I aced those questions. Why the frick didn't I get a 5? But in my case, it's not that. It was definitely deserving of less. US Board of Education is gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Should we be revoking this man's high school diploma? Is he just admitting he didn't do well on the test? Hey, I didn't cheat. I just got a grade that I felt not deserving of, that's all. Don't revoke my high school diploma. I use it a lot. It's very important when I'm applying for YouTube channels. Every time that I apply to make a new YouTube channel on YouTube, Google is like, whoa, hold on. You have too many YouTube channels. Before you can make this new one, you gotta show us your high school diploma so that we know you're actually qualified to handle this additional YouTube channel responsibility. It's exactly, definitely, factually what happens, and there is a new checkpoint, and it's very exciting. And now, how am I gonna continue to make Guinness World Record amounts of channels if I have my high school diploma revoked? Oh my God, they're gonna go after the Sparkly Pants channel. My science experiment is gonna be ruined, and then I'm never gonna get certified in biology from my YouTube channel science experiment on the Sparkly Pants channel. Oh, and then we're dropping down. Let's go, let's go. Because Sparkly Pants channel is a biology experiment for sure, 100%. It is technically a biology experiment, though, if you make a little stretch. The YouTube algorithm, right, is trying to understand human psychology and serve content that is going to lead to better watch times and retention and people staying on the site. And the way to do that is to please the people watching, which is psychology, and human psychology is, it's like a derivative of biology because it's how your brain acts and your neurons fire and all that. So, really, when it all boils down to things, I am conducting a biology experiment. I really didn't see me being able to make that work when I started the train of thought, but here we are, and heck yeah. Oh, maybe back over to the bookshelves. Always got to think about it. Leads you back to the other section for like a moment, and then it loops you back around. Of course, we got to remember that. And then, oh boy, please do not mess this up. Pretty please. And there we go, new checkpoint. And then you could say that biology is really just an extension of chemistry, right? And like pretty much chemistry is just like the way that particles interact, which is physics. So really everything is just physics at the end of the day. And if you knew the location and velocity of every single particle that existed in the universe, you would know the future, wouldn't you? Can I stay? Tricky. Obviously, it's total hypothetical because it's not feasible to do that. Salmon ladder with honey blocks and honeycomb. Oh, pretty cool. But wouldn't you? Because you would know where everything is going to be and how it collides and all that stuff, and therefore you would know how to get a 5 on the AP biology test. That superpower, that's what you would use it for, is to get a 5 on the AP biology test, and not a whole host of other potentially far more lucrative things. What would be the most lucrative thing to do if you knew the future? I bet you could, like, everyone would say the lottery, right? But I feel like there are probably more effective things. The lottery would be a good side hustle, but you could also play the stonks, and you would know exactly what stonk is going to have the biggest gain or loss every single day. And like, depending upon how much liquidity there is on that, like you could make way more than just, you take your initial lottery winnings and then you could just add another billion to it every day. You'd have to be careful though. You'd have to be really careful, because if you were that good, maybe you'd have to just like call it good with the lottery, because if you actually, oh God, I'm going over there. We made it. If you were that good at stonks, right? And you consistently did that well, there would be entities that would take notice, and then all of a sudden they'd be like, so what fraud are you committing? You'd be like, I swear I'm not committing fraud. I just don't have a good explanation for this, because you're not going to tell them, well, I actually can tell the future. Or maybe you would, and they'd be like, haha, that's very funny. And then you'd be like, no, really, I can tell the future. And then finally, once they start to believe you, then they'd abduct you and experiment on you. So yeah, that might not be a good idea. You just need to get like, you need to pick one play just to seem to luck out on, and then that would have to be it. You'd have to retire after that, because otherwise they'd be on to you. Or you maybe do it like, you'd have to purposely lose sometimes too, right? Okay, oh, we got this. This is the home stretch. So all that to say, I'm giving you advice. If you are out there watching this and you actually like, you can tell the future, well, you know exactly what time I'm gonna beat this map in. But also, if you do go do stonks and lottery and stuff, make sure you do some losses, because otherwise the government is gonna figure something out, and it's not gonna go well for you. Oh, this is a cool view. This is a cool view. Hold on, give it like a little cinematic spin as we drop down the parkour helix with Minecraft DNA. Wow, what a train of thought we went on there, from Minecraft DNA to biology class to telling the future to how did we get where we were? I don't even remember, honestly, but I hope that you have enjoyed. Check out our sponsor, the like button, if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the bell, turn on notifications, check the playlist for more Minecraft maps and things like that. And I think that's pretty much it. Also, Astro headsets, link in the description if you want to check those out. All right, I'll see you next time.